Hello to all. I am Dr. Chaha Nilkant Lanje, Head and Assistant Professor of Household Biology from S. Chandra Mela Mahavidyalaya, Tadokar June, District Bundia. I am student of refresher course of UGC HRDC Aurangabad, and my refresher course is in Biological Science and Technology. Presentation has been given by HRDC, and today is my topic, Gynoecium and Androecium. Gynoecium and Androecium both are very important parts of flower. Gynoecium belongs to female parts and Androecium belongs to male parts. Gynoecium is differentiated many parts. So friend, parts of gynoecium, that means what? Gynoecium is a complete structure. You can see here in diagram, this green color, gynoecium is a complete part of female parts, and these parts is divided into numbers of types, numbers of fragments. So stigma is the upper portion of gynoecium, and this distance between stigma to ovary is called style. After style, the lower portion of this gynoecium is known as ovary. So this gynoecium divided into three parts: stigma, style, and ovary. So the type of gynoecium is known as a syncarpous gynoecium. Another word is a pistil. So this is different type of gynoecium. Then ovary position of gynoecium. You can see here ovary position of gynoecium. First is a epigynous, second is a perigynous, and third is hypogynous. These are three positions of gynoecium. So in epigynous, this floral part contain gynoecium, androecium, flower petals. So after then the lower area is a ovary. This ovary present lower parts, and this all gynoecium, androecium, petals, sepals are present above this, and is known as such a position epigynous flower. Then second is a perigynous. Perigynous flower showing such a type of position. In this position, this androecium, gynoecium, and flower, petals, sepals, such organs present in different position than epigynous. So gynoecium, the ovary portion present in a middle part and is known as perigynous. Then hypogynous ovary present above this all part, that means androecium, petal, sepal, and this above ovary showing position hypogynous. Next is gynoecium filaments. Gynoecium filaments showing different types of structure. In this diagram, you can see in first diagram A, this is gynoecium of hibiscus, and this gynoecium show lower ovary. Then this gynoecium contain 5 stigmas. Sometimes this stigma divided into 3, 2, or 5. So 5 stigmas of this gynoecium. So If this sigma having 5 stigma, this is if this gynoecium having 5 5 stigma, so known as pentacarpellary pistil of gynoecium. Then the second diagram B is showing different structure than A. Here, numbers of stigma, number of stigma appear like dome structure, and this stigma is known as a multicarpellary pistil. This is stigma of papaver, and this stigma having syncarpous ovary. Then number C diagram contain apocarpous multicarpellary gynoecium. Here, these carpels is free from each other. These carpels are free from each other and hence known as multicarpellary and apocarpous. You can see also such a type of diagram. Then placentation. In gynoecium, ovary portion showing different type of placentation if we cut this ovary. So ovary wall, locules, ovules, these are main functional part of this ovary. That means this placentation, this ovary contains such a type of parts. Ovary wall, this is outer layer, locules, that means this place, and this is ovules. So placentation is a position of ovary. So numbers of placentation are classified like axile, free central, marginal, parietal, basal, and apical. So axile placentation contain 3 locules and 2 ovules in each locules, and this is a placenta, that means placentation part where locules attach with this placenta. So the position, such a type position, if you find in any ovary, so known as axile placentation. Another is a precentral. In this ovary, position of ovules is a different, free position, and locules is not differentiated into 2 or 3 parts. Free locules occur in this precentral placentation position. Then parietal. Here, placentation position occur marginal layer of this ovary. This is outer part, and these ovules attach with this placenta, but position is a peripheral and hence known as parietal placentation. Then is a marginal. Marginal placentation is occur one side, and placenta ovule attached by placenta lower side. Then basal placentation, ovary position showing ovule's position toward basal side, hence known as basal placentation. Here the same position, but ovary position of ovules in ovary apical side and known as, that means upper side, means known as apical placentation. These are diagrams of placentation. You can show these locules, ovules, and placental part. If you observed in your kitchen some similar image showing like this placentation, 3 locules and numbers of ovules present in it. This is a tomato. This is cucumber, parietal placentation, and this is very uh, very nearest example, that means you can observe daily in your kitchen routine. So this is position of placentation. Next part is androecium. Androecium is a complete part of male, and androecium contain divided into three types: anther, filaments, and this attachment. So anther is a very fertile part of androecium, and filament is a supportive part of androecium. Then filaments and anther attached by this some connective tissue. If we cut this anther and take section, so you can observe some pollen grain in it. Pollen grain observed in pollen sac. Pollen grains is not occur in full area. These pollen grain, if we cut, so you can observe these chambers, that means sac. Then the position of the anther is a didynamous and tetradynamous. Here, the group of anther divided into two positions. One is a shorter and second is a longer. So, two types of position occur in some flower that is known as didynamous. Then here position of anther occurs three types: long, short, and medium. So, tetradynamous. Then attachment of anther to filament showing different structure. Here you can observe this filament, attachment of this filament and anther different than this flower, and between filament and anther. Then here also you can see this attachment is very different than first and second diagram. In here, the attachment of anther to filaments is different, very free position occurring this flower. Then dehiscence of anther. Anther dehiscence occur different type. In this diagram, you can see this anther split into two parts and some pollen grain removed from this anther. In second diagram, you can see the some pores occur above the anther, and after maturation, this pollen grain removed from these holes. After then, you can see in third diagram, the anther lobe split like a mushroom, and this pollen grain open. So this is different type of dehiscence, parts, and arrangement of anther. Then cohesion of stamen, also showing different in different flower. So this is my topic for presentation of HRDC Aurangabad, and thank you very much for listening. Thank you.